Hey folks, have you caught wind of that viral clip featuring North West's performance at the Lion King show? That little one was pouring her heart into it, bless her soul. But let me tell you, that whole scenario has stirred up quite the storm for Kanye West. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but Kanye's rolling in dough. Why is he fussing over his little one's stage debut? Well, for Kanye, it's not about the money. He's been preaching the anti-nepotism gospel for years. He's not keen on his children landing roles and opportunities solely because of their famous parents. And now he's directing his frustrations at Kim Kardashian for orchestrating North West's debut, as everyone's criticizing her for scoring the gig without an audition. Not only that, Kanye is also calling out Kim for potentially spoiling their children's future by raising them to be entitled. Kanye firmly believes in the value of hard work. He wants his kids to earn their stripes, just as he did growing up in the streets of Chicago. No handouts, no shortcuts, especially if they're not truly prepared for the spotlight. Let's face it, North's debut could have benefited from a bit more polish and preparation. While she's just a child, there's no denying that there are numerous talented kids out there who could have nailed it better. The internet swarmed on that young girl like hungry wolves on fresh meat. Comments critiqued everything from her singing to her stage demeanor. Some remarks included, "North performance was horrible." Another added, "North has zero talent, I'm afraid." But that wave of negativity is just scratching the surface, folks. According to various media outlets, Kanye is squarely pointing the finger at his ex, Kim K, for pushing North into the spotlight prematurely, setting her up for failure on such a grand stage. He believes Kim rushed things, burdening North with more than she could handle at her current stage of development. And here's the kicker. Allegedly, Kim's swift actions were driven by jealousy over the burgeoning career of Beyoncé's daughter, Blue Ivy. A blind item surfaced, suggesting this illiterate reality star has taken digs at the offspring of two permanent A-listers and thinks her own child has more talent and will be successful. It all feels very petty, but what does one expect from the reality family? Supposedly, this speculation revolves around the career launches of Blue Ivy and North West, particularly their involvement in The Lion King. Anyway, shifting the focus back to Kanye, he advocates for a gradual approach for his children. He believes they should earn their accolades gradually, rather than being hurried into the glaring limelight prematurely. His desire is for them to understand the industry, toughen up and hone their skills at their own pace, avoiding premature exposure simply for the sake of generating headlines.
After that moment happens, then I will say, I'm sorry.
That's why he was infuriated when Kim went ahead and set up that shared TikTok account with North despite his objections. Kanye views social media as an additional layer of exposure that young individuals may not be adequately equipped to handle mentally in today's world. The online realm can be harsh and merciless. And don't even get him started on Kim bringing North as her +1 to the recent Met Gala spectacle.
Security!
He not only believed that the event was too mature for a 10-year-old, but then Kim ended up leaving North outside because she couldn't gain entry. Kanye was absolutely fuming about that, to say the least.
Wait, she's so overwhelmed. Oh my god.
From Kanye's perspective, Kim's approach to showcasing their children to the world is moving at an excessive pace. It seems as though she prioritizes gaining attention and engagement on social media over considering the potential consequences for their offspring. On the contrary, Kanye aims to preserve their privacy as much as possible, allowing them to develop and find their voices away from the public eye until they're genuinely ready. This is why he was so upset about the whole Lion King situation. He felt that Kim hastily placed North in a position she might not have been adequately prepared for yet, all in pursuit of garnering viral attention and headlines for herself. Setting aside any allegations of nepotism, Kanye believes that their children should earn significant opportunities through hard work and dedication rather than through shortcuts.
I'm on the first flight back home to see my greatest inspiration, that's my daughter.
Ultimately, it's just another installment in the ongoing saga of co-parenting between these two former partners. Kanye prefers a cautious and deliberate approach when it comes to introducing their children to the public eye. On the other hand, Kim appears to prioritize generating headlines and maintaining relevance, even if it means potentially compromising their children's well-being. Their children often find themselves caught in the middle of this perpetual tug-of-war between two contrasting parenting styles. It's a complex situation situation with no straightforward solution in sight. What are your thoughts on this intricate scenario? Do you believe Kanye's protective instincts are justified, or does he tend to overreact as usual? Alternatively, do you agree with his stance on allowing their children to naturally navigate the spotlight rather than being thrust into it prematurely? Share your opinions in the comments below. I'm eager to hear your insightful perspectives and engage in lively discussions. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest news and gossip. Let's keep the conversation flowing.